Daytime shifts are busier as the work progresses.
The project is made up of three parts: civil works, which are now 87% complete, the steel works, which are going a bit slow with 17% completed, and the electromechanical works at 35%. And all those three components show that the dam is 71.2% complete. We're planning to start filling the reservoir next June and will be able to start producing electricity a year later.
Once finished, these giant tubes will channel the river waters down through turbines 9 and 10, which are still to be placed here. The powerful jets will rotate the turbines, and the hydropower engines linked to them will transform that into electricity. Each turbine will produce 370 megawatt. When all the 13 turbines are completed, the dam will be able to produce a little less than 6,000 megawatt, enough to satisfy Ethiopia's needs and to export electricity to regions as far away as Southern Africa and Western Europe.
As you can see behind me, that middle section hasn't yet been finished. It will require 2 million cubic meters of rolled concrete slabs to raise it to the final height. That's also where the 13 power turbines will be inserted. 2 of them will become operational early next year, and that's when the first hydropower production begins.
Ethiopia says this is crucial for its economic development. Sudan, the passage country, believes it has nothing to fear, despite warnings by some of its senior experts. But Egypt, the river's historic destination, feels threatened. Since the dawn of time, it had the lion's share of the Blue Nile waters. But the desert country described by Herodotus as the gift of the Nile believes the dam may deprive its population of its most vital resource, especially if Ethiopia insists on filling the 74 billion cubic meter reservoir in 3 years. Egypt has suggested it should take no less than 7 years. As the talks in Washington, D.C. stumble at each round, time is of the essence to both nations. Meanwhile, the historic dam continues to take its final shape. For the legendary river, this is a mighty handle that will control every drop of it for the first time in history. A river that flew freely in the wild for millions of years is from now on forced to squeeze its way through these narrow iron frames of brick and mortar. Its future, and perhaps that of the millions of people on its path, is now set in stone for ages to come. Mohammed Val, Al Jazeera, at the Grand Renaissance Dam, Western Ethiopia.